This film is a perfect example of why pets really are the best thing ever. Greetings, my fancy viewers. Welcome back to the channel. And today, I'm going to be talking about Sorry Baby, directed by Eva Victor. Not only that, but also written by and starring Eva Victor. That's right, Eva Victor's putting out the work here by doing everything in this film. And the entire time watching Sorry Baby, it's like I was witnessing the birth of one of the next great filmmakers. The film is about Agnes, played by Eva Victor, and she goes through a pretty disturbing moment in her life and is now trying to figure out how to process all the trauma she's going through. This film blew me away with its stunning direction and storytelling. It's really been a while since I've seen a film that felt so genuine and real. This film is like if you ripped pages from a diary and just translated them to the big screen. You're going to experience all the emotions watching this film. You'll laugh, you might cry, you'll be scared, angry, and in the end, maybe a little bit kinder to yourself. Now, this is going to sound really weird when I say this, but not a single character in this film felt like a, well, character. Every single person in this film felt like a real, genuine human being because of how authentic this film feels. Like Agnes, she goes through a really traumatic moment in this film that a lot of people go through in real life, and this film really delves into how people process grief and trauma in a very mature manner. You can tell that Eva really wanted to get this story out and that this was a huge passion project for her. Agnes feels like such a believable person in this film because of how she processes all the trauma and grief that she's going through. For example, there's never a scene in the film where she's bawling her eyes out and just perfectly explaining everything that happened in extreme detail, but instead her character is a lot more subtle. Like for example, she might make sure the door is locked or throw away the shoes that she wore during her traumatic event. Little things like that show what she's going through in a more subtle manner. And there's one scene in this film that is truly haunting. Like she's just driving and it's a one take for about 4 minutes, and you can tell everything that she's going through just through her eyes. You can see every single amount of pain and trauma she's dealing with just through that facial expression alone. That one scene is truly remarkable at perfectly encapsulating what this character is going through in a very subtle manner. And I can commend this film for not being an over-dramatic version of how people process trauma and grief, but instead being an actual real interpretation of people going through really hard times. And this character is executed perfectly thanks to Eva's beautiful performance as Agnes. This is truly one of the best performances of the year, and I was truly just in awe at how realistic Eva made this character actually feel. Like, I feel like I could actually pinpoint this character to people I met in my real life. This felt like such a true, just heartfelt performance that she really wanted to convey on the big screen, and I was just in shock at how amazing it was. And what I really like about this film is how it's not just a depressing movie, it's actually a really funny movie at times. The other people in my theater were having a great time with all the comedic moments in this film. There are a ton of like little subtle chuckle moments that you're gonna love in this movie. And I love how this film is able to perfectly balance out the really harsh moments with the comedic moments. And that also conveys in the movie like this story of how it's still okay to laugh even after all the trouble you've been through. A lot of people go through a lot of traumatic moments in their lives, and this film is perfectly showing that it's still okay to smile and it's still okay to trek through these tough times and laugh at yourself and laugh with your friends and have a good time in life. And don't let the sad moments that you've gone through get you down. It's like this film is talking straight to the audience saying, after all the hard times you've been through and all the troubles, despite everything you've been through, you're still you. You can still live, you can still laugh, you can still be the person that you want to be. You can still be you. And the directing in this film was just impeccable. This truly felt like a cinematic achievement on every single level. I truly adored how this film was directed, and you can tell that Eva really wanted to get this story out there and that this was such a big passion project for her. You can tell that she just loved making this movie, and this is truly one of the best directorial debuts I've seen this year. Like, it was such an impeccable film to watch, and such a personal film as well. It was just beautifully crafted. I truly adored this film from beginning to end. I thought it was perfectly executed, and what really got me to love this film was its ending. Agnes gives a speech to a character, and I felt like that speech was talking directly to the audience. The way how I interpreted the ending of this film is that it was saying sorry to those that have been through really tough times. Whether it be something big or something small, This film is saying sorry to those who never got an apology for all the wrong things that occurred in their lives. Not everyone gets an apology, not everyone gets a shoulder to cry on, not everyone gets a friend to vent to. And I feel like this film was saying that it's okay. I feel like this film is just talking directly to the audience, and I felt like just seen in some cases. Like, there were so many beautiful moments in that final speech. It's mainly directed towards women, but there are some moments in this film that really got me to just appreciate this film on so many levels because of how personal it felt to so many people. This was such a beautiful film that I cannot wait for more people to see it, because this is truly one of the best directorial debuts of the year and just a beautifully made film. Which is why I'm gonna give Sorry Baby the Diamond Top Hat. I almost gave it my highest rating, but I feel like the film is just a little bit too sad in some cases where I can't really recommend it to everybody. But man, this film just blew me away on every single level. And I hope you guys go out and see it too, because it's truly a film to behold. But until next time, to all my fans and viewers out there, thank you so much for watching. But if it's your first time here and you like what you've seen, be sure to subscribe for more content. And have you seen Sorry Baby? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comments down below. I hope you have a fantastic night. And as always, stay fancy.